Why we self-sabotage. Have you ever asked yourself why you sometimes engage in self-sabotaging behavior? Most of us can resonate with a situation where you know you need to eat healthy food, but the temptation of the sweet and non-nutritious meal proves too strong. Most people know it's important to save for emergencies and invest to build wealth, but getting the shiny objects that decrease in value over time often wins. We all know that regular exercise is good for our health, but oftentimes sitting on the couch and mindlessly surfing the internet seems more important. So why exactly do we self-sabotage? The first reason is the urge for instant gratification. We want everything now, even if we can't afford it, and it affects our future negatively. To understand why, we need to look back into the history of human civilization. Our forefathers had to hunt for their dinner, and not every hunting trip was a success. And if it was, they had to eat it immediately, otherwise it would begin to rot soon or would be stolen by an opposing tribe. So instant gratification was actually a matter of life and death. Fast forward to a modern time and we don't have the same problems they did. We buy food in grocery stores and keep them in the refrigerator for a longer period of time without them rotting. The primitive instinct for instant gratification is, however, still present in our brain. In other words, your brain is wired for instant gratification. It wants you to feel good now, even if doing so negatively affects your future. What makes it hard for most people is that the rewards for good habits are often delayed, whereas the rewards for bad habits are usually immediate or short-term. For example, if you eat healthy food, you will not notice any immediate changes to your body or how you feel, but the processed unhealthy food, on the other hand, is immediately turned into glucose, which your brain needs for energy. When you work out, your body does not change immediately, and sometimes not even in weeks, whereas mindlessly surfing the internet relieves your brain of stress immediately. The second reason for self-sabotaging behavior is the fear of failure. Many people stop going for their goals because they fear they will fail. So they sabotage themselves by doing nothing instead. The fear of success is another reason. Others self-sabotage because they fear that success would mean a lot of responsibilities and stress, so they back up from going for their goals. And yet others self-sabotage because of the fear of other people's opinion. They fear what others will say if they start focusing on their goals. They don't want to be the odd one out. So how can we minimize self-sabotaging habits? 1. Connect to your goal and think long-term. View self-sacrifice now as a way of attaining more freedom in the future. 2. Conquer the fear of failure by accepting failure as a part of the process of getting what you want. Most successful people failed many times. 3. Surround yourself with like-minded people. They don't necessarily have to be exactly like you, but they should at least share your core values. Acknowledge that you will never completely overcome the urge for instant gratification because your brain is wired for that. I love this quote: "Successful people do consistently what others do occasionally."